I hit
and
review
you liked
embargo. So it's like
Ooh.
Yeah.
in the last like 10 years.
Wow.
Occasionally,
because,
very occasionally. It hasn't happened recently, but like during the Waypoint era, there were times where just Rob would go. Blogger mode is like kind of like the only way I can describe it. And like it happened with Death Stranding. It happened with Cyberpunk. Like Rob got like early super broken Cyberpunk. But like his version was like good. Like plays it, writes a review. Also like I got like 3 blogs in me, and like I'd wake up the next day. It's like here are this text for these 3 blogs. I'm like, what do we do? What happened?
Where did this Rob come from?
Blogger Rob turned on,
and then the slumber would resume.
Yes.
Like
until the
it's a
next
little
one.
bit like it's a little bit like the villagers of the. It's like content Pompeii, basically, and I'm Vesuvius. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It's
sure,
like you can have an entire civilization build up, and it's like, don't worry, that's never going to produce content, and then and then content lava.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Don't worry about that civilization.
Run
Don't
for the
look at it that
harbor!
way.
Run for the harbor! Here come blogs. touching like, you know, families in their final embrace huddled together underneath a. So here's how DLSS changes Cyberpunk.
Oh my god.
But have you started?
Yeah, I got to the first. What is it called?
The BTs?
No, like
Bridges
the first like,
base?
town or whatever. What is it called? The fort.
So you're like in the
something?
prologue.
Yeah. I'm
So
like
you're in
that.
Washington D.C., which is basically just a ruined skyline, and then one of those like contained like.
No wait, it's not a city.
boat-shaped
It's just like the
mail
fort.
post offices.
After the first body. I'm like right after the first body, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, you're not trying to finish it though before Death Stranding 2 comes out, or are you?
Yeah, she is. She can do it.
When does
Lock in.
Death
Lock in.
Stranding 2 release
Yeah,
date?
isn't that, like,
That's like
this
very soon.
week?
June
Have you
26th.
finished Death
Oh,
Below
26.
That's the real
Don't-
question.
Oh my god.
A game about culture?
I played another.
Death
I
Stranding
played
about
another
culture too.
15 minutes.
People doing things for likes, for bridging connections.
Yeah.
It's about online culture and how we're all connected. You get it? Stranding. The Webster's Dictionary defines strand as...
This is gonna sound funny. The thing, I wanted to give Despelote more attention.
So you just do by neglecting it. I see. I see where this is
Wow.
going.
Oh,
Parenting
no,
101.
this is so relatable though. It's
No, but-
like
Yeah.
do you
I'm
remember
like-
the episode of Frasier where they run into the like a version of J.D. Salinger, like a reclusive writer who's written one of the great novels.
We've all
but
seen
he's-
Frasier, right?
Yeah, Rob's eminently relatable. Rob analogy coming
So
up.
I haven't finished Frasier, but I do want to do like a full thing. So I could have watched
never
Frasier.
watched
Cast.
I've never
Episode
watched
by
Fra-
episode.
Really, Frasier's so good. Like, oh my god,
Frasier's a good sitcom.
Wow.
it is really
No,
good.
it's an all-timer.
It's
and it
genuinely
has,
like really good.
I think it has like 1 or 2 of my all-time favorite episodes of TV. They might both be season 1, honestly.
It looks like it's for old people, but I watched it as a
Right.
kid and like
Yeah.
adored it.
When I was
It's
a
definitely
kid.
giving like old people. Well, because it's like a spin-off
did.
of Cheers, which also looks like it's for old people because it's old.
Yes, it
but
does.
Cheers is also
Because
really
it
good.
is.
Cheers literally only has one bad episode in the whole show.
Damn.
Incredible sitcom. Anyway,
the
but
bad
what happened with Frasier? I forgot. I think it's like they're in a car or they get in a car accident or something. I don't know. Like it was kind of weak.
You gotta,
like I don't remember.
You gotta mostly keep in the bar for sure.
Yeah, I think there was something where I'm like, this one's kind of weak, but that was literally the only one. They're all bangers.
The point is,
What happened
there's
with
this
Frasier
episode
and
of Frasier where
J.D.
they meet
Salinger.
J.D. Salinger, and he's got another unpublished novel, and they get access to the copy of it, but they can't bring themselves to read it hardly at all because they have to make sure everything's perfect. They have to get the light level just so in their apartment.
Wait, I might
They
remember this,
argue
actually.
extensively. Sorry, it's Frasier and Niles obviously having this argument, as
Right,
you
of
probably
course.
assumed. It's definitely not like Frasier, Niles, and Martin or Daphne. It's just Frasier and Niles, and that like which liquor will best accompany it, right? Like what's the exact wine? It turns out no, maybe sherry is what we should. and it takes them forever to even begin reading this thing because they need to have a transcendent experience because it's going to be a transcendent experience. So they have to like perfectly create the moment they can give this their full attention and the respect it deserves. And I identify so much with that where it's like, here's the thing I'm really loving. You expect me to just have it on in the background while stuff's happening around me? No. I need to take it to my I need an art gallery experience.
Right. Yeah. It's just been like the times that I've found myself like, oh, maybe I could like sit down and play something for a little bit. I've been too tired to like want to think, and I'm replaying the beginning. I've played the first of like 5 hours of Death Stranding before, and so I was like, well, I'm just gonna get back into it and start over and just do that. But like I felt like I didn't have to like give it as much attention because I've done it once before. But I want my finish off of Despelota to be when I'm like awake and alert and ready to enjoy it.
Every week for a month I've asked if he's finished Despelota. Just can't find the time.
Like I haven't been any of those things in forever.
It's really hard,
I was
though,
traveling.
too,
Things keep
when you're
happening,
in the final stages of a game, like.
And I could
MK and
I could have played it on the plane, right? I would have finished Despelota, but I feel like that would have been a disservice to
on the plane?
way that you want to play that game.
Yeah,
I played Blueprints on the plane
so
instead.
much is now informing everything else I experienced in and around Cado by these mental explanations for why I haven't done something.
Yeah.
No. Now, Rob and Cado share a lot of this in common with one another, so I understand. Like, if I don't have the exquisite wine paired with my last 30 minutes of Despelota, it's just better that I don't experience this piece of art that I treasure.
It's like you just want the moment to be right and to focus in on it, and not have the experience of like.
Like I don't want to try to be thinking about like history and culture on an airplane. I just want to like brain off Blueprints go burr, like.
Well, and like. Especially as you near I have trouble finishing games that I like for this reason too, is because like you really want to like finish it on a high note and like have it bring that thing in for a landing. And like, but this is why MK and I just kind of left off in the last chapter of Infinite Wealth, like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, because it's like we're having such a good time and like it's all popping off. Like next session, we're gonna have to like really like tuck in and pull the shades down and really just like enjoy the movie, and also like make sure we complete all those final side quests. And the result has been we haven't loaded that. I haven't loaded that in like.
But isn't this bad process? Didn't we just talk about?
That's bad.
Most of the stories you're telling are like. Things that I wish I experienced, I'm never going to experience because of a process that has led me to not experience them. But I love the process, even though I don't experience the results of those process on a regular basis.
Well, here's the thing, though, because
what the fuck have I been paying a therapist for? Good God. Okay.
No, but
I do get most of my therapy through different forms of Discord
podcasts.
Yeah, different podcasts. Why do you think I have so many podcasts, Patrick? Okay.
I have eventually.
Would a depressed person have 5?
Would a depressed person do this?
Exactly. I'm not depressed. I have 5 podcasts.
This has happened with me with other games before. Like I think specifically, I'm remembering having done this with Outer Wilds, and
nailed it.
Even Umurangi Generation, where like I stopped playing at a certain point. Like I had a small gap before I like finished like the final levels of that game, just because I kept not finding the like right vibe time, right? Like it was like, oh, I can sneak in like some more minutes, but it would be distracted minutes of like just like killing time in between some other task versus like I'm sitting here to enjoy this thing,
Here's a question.
It's like there's different types of games. There's games that are like the things that you kind of do like through muscle memory, and things that you're like engaged, like the difference between background noise TV and like something like a show that you're like really taking in like as the only thing you're doing at the time, right?
Chia, have you ever, experimented with playing it anyway and seeing how that feels? Because is it possible that isn't actually okay?
No.
Wow.
I know how.
Janet is pulled into the chat.
Because maybe you're afraid of something that doesn't exist.
No, I can tell when I'm tired and I'm like not really all the way in it, and I'm like gonna
Sure, but
forget
is it
shit.
possible? Is it possible that you're like? Because I think I've had that too, where it's like I'm not like the thing I have is I mean, I have a lot of things, right? If we really start to think about it, but I don't really have look, there's a lot going on that the American health care system doesn't care to find out, and I'm saying, you know what? Sure, whatever. But my thing isn't necessarily the idea of having like a pristine like experience, because I think I'm like I don't even desire that, which is maybe sad, but I just don't care. But I do have the I have like I don't know. I'm sure there's a phrase for it. So if any of you know, let me know. But like. This idea of this thing's going to take a certain amount of time, and I'm really bad at gauging the time for activities. And very often, I don't do an activity like a game, for instance. I'll be like, I really only have like 30 minutes. That's not enough time, so I'm just not going to play anything at all. And then when I look back on my like month or my week or whatever, I'm like, you know where there could have been like a finished game in those 30-minute sessions that I said weren't good enough. And so I like sometimes I'll just do it, and then I'm like I think Despolote was actually Despolote I sort of forced because I wanted to make sure I could talk about it on some pods or whatever.
Whoops.
But the
Hey, why was
no,
that?
it's not
I'm
you
sorry,
because I
I'm
didn't make the deadline.
Not Cado's job.
I didn't make the deadline with you. I was chasing the min-max one, and the remap one was like a bonus, like a little treat. But yeah, like sometimes I'll just decide to go against that impulse because I know it's bad, and so often it works out. So that's why I asked that, because like I'll be like, you know what, let me just play a bit, and sometimes too I get like a second win. Like I'll feel a little tired, and I'm like, you know what, I'll dip into this game, and then like if maybe the game ends up being really enjoyable,
I'm 100% like that all the time. Where like I am always tired at like 10:30, like kids are asleep, wife's like, I guess I just have Sports Center on and like doom scroll. It's like sometimes I do just have to sort of will myself. Like this happened with like what was it? Deliver at All Costs, like recently. Like I'm gonna put it on. I'm just gonna do like a mission or two, and if I'm not feeling it, I'll turn it off. Well, an hour and 40 minutes later, I was like, well, I'll just do this one mission because I have to see what this wild story. That game has. That game might have aliens.
Oh my god! Of course.
But I find that all the time where it is one like it's kind. I find. Given that I am tired all the time, my free time is very rare. There are moments where playing a game, like I just don't exist in a world where I can find idealized moments for many experiences, and I just have to find moments for the experiences. But
no, I'm Patrick.
but what
pick
I'll
me
say is, I think part of what she and Rob were talking about is often sometimes what I the closest comparison I can make is like exercise, working out. Is like, like I don't want to do that, and then. You get like 5 or 10 minutes in, it's like, this is the best fucking I cannot believe I said I wasn't going to do that. And then you get to the other side of like working out hard for like 30, 45 minutes, like, I'm gonna fuck this day up. Like this day doesn't know what's coming. Like I feel so good. And I do think that sometimes happens with the version of it. Like, and I will say like horror movies, for example, like that is over in a little crystal, my wife and I, like, there's a reason we pay a ton of money for, like, a babysitter and, like, go to a movie theater that isn't trafficked as well by, like, teenagers. And, like, if we're going to sit and watch this, this is going to be a good-ass experience. And, like, it's okay to have, like, crystallized, like, experiences. Like, this is something I want to be good. I think there's probably, like, Janet and I who, like, just don't have many one. I have one. It's, like, over there. Watching scary movies, that's what I need to be perfect. And then I think, like... Rob and Chia a little bit like, well, like most things in my life should be like crystallized experiences. Why don't I deserve a treat?
And here's the thing: is that it is with very specific vibes of titles, right? Because like you just said, like, oh, the 30 minutes that like could have been a part of like right now that is getting filled with a game. It's blueprints because it's just like the
so you just put a different game in there,
infinite game, and like it's like if I had spent those 20 minutes on like Despelote. I don't even know if I get through like 1.5 of the vignettes, and then I have to stop halfway through a vignette, and that feels bad. Like, and I'm probably like too tired to like even like really take in all the information that's being given to me. So it's gonna happen soon. I feel like this week is clearing up because I'm the only one. I'm the only one in the apartment, so there's a lot less of things. I'm gonna finish Despelote.
30 minutes
I
of
think
Despelote.
I think you're talking about Death Stranding.
I'm like an hour and a half.
I forgot you need to finish. So you got to finish. You got to have your elevated, transcendent conclusion of Despelote.
and then play Death
Look,
Stranding.
you got a week to yourself.
And yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
you can
yes,
get Death
yes,
Stranding done in a
yes.
week.
This is the thing. Like for the next like 6 days,
The
I'm
servers will
only
be on.
person
You wouldn't even
here,
have to
so
build all your own infrastructure
I
like
have
I
to do
did.
less. I'll yeah. That's
I had
true.
to build
that's
every
true. It's
zip
all
line
in
myself. Although you know what? Here's the thing, and this is just
Uh-huh.
me. I liked being the only person in the world of Death Stranding.
there.
I
Yeah.
liked
like
having a
being
perfectly
alone.
Being, like,
laid out
really-
series of zip lines.
Uh-huh.
And like I had created, it was like I was like the was it Robert Moses, the planner, yeah.
I mean, like in real life, or like
power
as
broker guy.
or a Kojima character. I'm like,
Right.
yeah, Robert Moses.
Sam, this is Die Hard Man.
yeah,
That's
I was-
Robert
I know. Yeah,
Moses.
the New York City guy.
I was
which
like
is
the Robert
obviously a-
Moses of Death Stranding, but like
Uh-huh.
obviously not doing exclusionary zoning type stuff, but more just like architecting a master plan of transit for me. Okay, I guess that's a lot like Robert Moses. Now I said these highways
you're
will be
good.
perfect for me. But then when the servers were on, I was like, these people are just ruining. Like, what's this ladder doing here? This is a ladder into nowhere. What's our dumbass put this ladder here? I wouldn't have put this ladder here. My ladders go to a zip line.
Rob's ladders. They're going places.
Wait, this is like so specific. I'm gonna put it. Unfortunately, I gotta put it in Discord because my setup, my keyboard's on the other side of the room for this monitor or whatever. But the game Timberborn, I forgot what I was watching the III Initiative showcase like weeks ago, and they had Timberborn, I think there, or some showcase had Timberborn. It's
the
sim like game. You're like beavers or whatever.
Beavers one, yeah.
And they have this. I dropped the link. They have a zip lines and tube way update. And
Oh my
Rob, when
God.
you were describing your zip lines, I time stamped it to the exact times. This is what I saw in my head.
Oh, this is
So I just
fucking
need-
awesome. Hang on. Timberborn.
Timberborn.
I wasn't familiar with your game.
You can build tube
You're a
cities in
beaver engineer?
Timberborn.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, the nature's engineer, but
Right. It makes so
oh
much
wait,
sense.
hang on though. This is also giving Minecraft.
It's more like.
What if I
what's it
told you
called?
Death Stranding is
Like-
just high res Minecraft?
No, that's not true.
It's not quite Minecraft. It's like Sim City-ish.
Okay.
Or slash
Yeah.
slash. There's farming.
Yeah, I think
in
it's
it,
definitely more
too.
management based.
Yeah.
Minecraft doesn't have a short sci-fi action film with Mads Mikkelsen just happen randomly
Right.
in the last like I'm
That
sorry,
is true.
spoilers for Gia.
I've
But
seen
you're
Mads
gonna
a
be
few
wondering
times, yeah.
when's Mads Mikkelsen gonna be in this game? Just you wait.
I mean, he's in there really early, right?
He shows up early.
Immediately there.
No, but you don't
What?
even know. You don't even know. Like yeah, he's
Right.
like oh,
You're
he's like a
just-
monster comes out and
yeah.
like haunts the game.
Right.
Just don't even know.
Timberborn is on GeForce now.
So
Oh,
this
that's
is
good to
GeForce
know.
Now's been like that's where I do my gaming now. Like or where I